Hello, I'm Ollie and this is Criminolly, where I talk about crime, pulp, horror, that kind of thing. Today, trash, I want to give you an update on the Garb anthology. So if you don't know what Garb is an annual reading event that I run where I encourage people to read trashy fiction. And by trashy fiction, I mean, you know, the kind of exploitative kind of paperbacks you used to see on drugstore shelves or newsagent shelves in the UK. That cash in on current trends that may have salacious covers and things like that. So the kind of books that are pure fun to read, but don't necessarily contain deep messages, don't necessarily challenge their readers. A kind of book that I really, really enjoy. So I run this annual reading event, and as you may have seen, so I have made a video about this anthology before now. This year, during Garb August, Troy Tranap, who is a fellow booktuber and also the owner and proprietor of Tough Times Publishing, contacted me and said, would I be interested in partnering up and publishing a Garb August anthology next year? So to coincide with Garb August 2024, we will be publishing the Garbology, which will be an anthology of trashy fiction. And we are very much open to submissions from anybody who wants to send a story in. So you will find a link in the description to this video to like all the kind of small print, if you like, on my which is hosted on my website criminolly.com. So you can read the details and how to submit and things like that there. But the basics are 5,000 words or less, an original piece of trashy fiction, nothing like massively over the top in terms of pornography or torture porn, but light smut is definitely welcome. So we're looking for kind of men's adventure, cheesy horror, category romance, smutty fiction, that kind of thing. So yeah, no more than 5,000 words, please. But apart from that, you can do what you want. Just make it trashy. So we're open for submissions. We've had, I was just counting up, I think we've had 16 submissions so far from a really wide range of people. Some people who are published authors already, some people who are completely new to it. We've already got over 70,000 words of content, so we've got enough already for the anthology, but we haven't read anything yet. So we are planning to start reading all the submissions in January and to start shortlisting at that point. It may be that we are, blessed with, loads and loads of fantastic stories, and the anthology ends up being really huge. But we will have to, we'll have to draw a line at some point in terms of the number of stories we can accept. But as I say, we are open to anybody who wants to send something in. So the whole idea of Garb August as a reading event is that it's meant to be as inclusive as possible and to encourage people to read what are in many ways the most accessible form of books. Trashy books are, as I say, they don't place a lot of demands on their readers, and they often get frowned upon in critical circles because of that. But I think they're a really, really important part of the overall literature landscape, and there are many people who have very rewarding reading lives who only read trashy books, and more power to them. I certainly read a lot of trashy books, but not exclusively trash. So we wanted the Garbology to be as inclusive as possible as well. So therefore, we are certainly not only asking for people for submissions from people who have written stories before. We're asking for submissions from absolutely anybody who wants to try their hand at it. And as I say, we'll be reading through those submissions once we get into January. So I'm super excited about this, as you might be able to tell. I have been involved in publishing a short story anthology before, a book called Twisted Anatomy, which was published by a website I used to write for, sci-fi-and-scary.com. And it was really fun to do that. So it's really interesting. As someone who is normally a reader, it's really interesting to be on the other side of the curtain, the publishing curtain, I guess. So to go through that process of reading things that have been sent in, deciding which ones should go into the anthology, deciding, this is a tricky bit, deciding what order the story should go in the anthology, so you don't end up with ones next to each other that kind of clash tonally and things like that. So really looking forward to the whole experience. We will also be opening up for submissions for cover art, but I think we're not doing that quite yet. I think we just need to work out some more details on that first. But if you're an artist, stay tuned, because at some point in the fairly near future, I think we'll be opening up for cover art submissions as well. All the proceeds from this will go to charity. So authors whose work is included won't get paid, but will get a free ebook copy, and I think 2 paper copies, and of course, bragging rights at being in what will no doubt be the most fantastic anthology of fiction published in 2024. I'm not necessarily expecting that we'll make the book a long list, let alone the book a short list, but who knows? Who knows what wonders are out there? So yeah, really excited, really keen for everybody who's even remotely interested to have a go and send something in. Obviously, we're in November, so it's NaNoWriMo this month, the month which encourages people to have a go at writing a novel. So if you don't fancy writing a novel, do have a go at writing a short story and send it in. And if you've got any questions at all about this, if you head over to my Discord server, there's a link in the description. If you head over to my Discord server, you will find a channel on that Discord where people can, discuss, can share stories with each other, get feedback and that kind of thing. So there's a little community, a mini community of people who are, who are writing stories for this at the moment, who are chatting about it. So yeah. That's the very high level details. More info and as I say, I'll link in the description for the video, but more info on criminoli.com. But yeah, super excited about this still. Fantastic that we've had so many submissions so far, but hoping we get many more before the end of the year. So yes, if you're interested, have a go. Just think how cool it would be in Christmas 2024 to be able to give people as a present a copy of an anthology filled with wonderful trash fiction that you have a story in. Wouldn't that be an amazing thing to do? So yeah, do have a go. I will be submitting a story myself, although I haven't quite figured out what it's going to be yet. I've got a couple of ideas I'm toying with, so we'll see if either of those mature enough for me to put pen to paper. But I'm definitely going to try and do something. So yeah, any questions, as I say, either put them in the comments on this video or on my Discord. And as always, thanks very much for watching. Hope you're safe and well out there. Hope you're reading good stuff, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Cheerio.